there is no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case? There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct?
You have drug charges: possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct?
All right, everyone. Today I want to share one of the most confusing courtroom moments I've seen on this channel. This self-proclaimed sovereign citizen clearly walked into court without understanding what was happening. Incredibly, he didn't even seem to realize that he was the person facing charges. It's hard to understand how someone can enter a courtroom and not know they're the defendant. I'm curious what you all think, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'll give my own opinion at the end. That said, I want to be careful and respectful here. It's not always clear whether situations like this involve poor preparation, confusion, or something deeper. I genuinely feel some sympathy for him. Let's take a closer look.
Good afternoon. Your name, sir?
David Walker.
Your Honor, it looks like he has 2 files.
I see that. All right, we'll next take up 2 cases, both entitled State of Kansas versus David Wayne Walker, 22 CR 398 and 22 CR 508. All right, we'll first take up 22 CR 508. This is my case. Mr. Walker, you failed to appear in front of me on July 17th for your preliminary hearing control docket. Where were you that day?
It's safe for sure, sir.
Okay, well, I issued a bench warrant bond forfeiture and set a new bond in the amount of $10,000 cash or surety. Are you still representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to continue representing yourself?
Look at me. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the paper. Yes, sir. Don't have any money to.
Pardon?
Yes, I guess I'll represent myself.
Okay, you understand that if you can't afford to hire an attorney, one would be appointed for you.
I don't know what he would do for me.
Okay, well, he could provide you legal advice and perhaps advance any defenses you may have had, but if you want to represent yourself, you have that right. I just want to make sure you understand that if you can't afford an attorney and would like to have one represented you, I would appoint one for you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to continue representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
The docket notes don't reflect if a waiver of counsel was ever signed. Do you have any notes that would reflect that he's waived counsel on the record or otherwise, Ms. Norris?
Your Honor, I just note that on December 30th of 2022, defendant stated that he would hire his own counsel, and then he had a failure to appear. And on May 5th, we did not appoint any counsel. I don't show an actual waiver. And the notes don't reflect that he did a waiver on the record. It just says that he would hire his own attorney.
Okay. Well, Mr. Walker, you've indicated here on the record that you wish to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. So I'm going to have you, if the jail has one, sign a waiver of counsel. Do you have a form?
I believe so.
All right. Can you read through that? Make sure you understand it. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me.
There's no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case?
Now you can probably see why this situation stood out to me. I want to be clear. I don't believe in making fun of people who may be struggling. But at this point, there's no denying how unprepared this man was. He was offered free attorney and chose to turn it down. After that, he was asked to sign paperwork confirming he understood the risks of representing himself. Then came the moment that really raised eyebrows. His very first question to the judge was whether he was actually the defendant. That's not something you expect to hear, especially from someone already in custody. It leaves you wondering whether this is part of the usual sovereign citizen approach, or if he truly didn't understand the situation. If this was an act, it wasn't very convincing. Let me know what you think as we continue.
No, there's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct? The crime that I'm accused of, there is no victim in the crime.
The state of Kansas, you have drug charges, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct? No victim in the crime? No victim?
I'm not sure I understand your question and what that has to do with your waiver of counsel.
Well, I'm the defendant. There must be someone making a claim that
The state of Kansas is making the charges against you, Mr. Walker.
the state of Kansas is the victim.
The state of Kansas charged you with these crimes. Do you wish to represent yourself or do you wish to have an attorney representing you?
I will represent myself.
You've got a waiver of counsel in front of you, correct?
Yes, I suppose so. Why do I need to sign? Why do I need to sign it? Why do I need to sign this?
Because I like to have it documented in the file that you understand that you have a right to have an attorney representing you, and that if you can't afford to hire one, one would be appointed for you. And you understand that, and knowing those rights, you wish to represent yourself. That just documents that for the court file.
What I don't understand is why there is charges against me when there is no victim.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm not going to play this game this afternoon. I'm going to set this case
Why are we playing a game
in front of me on.
I'm asking a question.
The judge allowed him to ask questions for the record, and they only added to confusion. He asked whether he was currently incarcerated, and even asked if the person speaking to him was the judge. At that point, it felt like he desperately needed a reality check. It did make me wonder whether this behavior was intentional. Some defendants believe that appearing confused can help them later during an appeal, especially when arguing that they didn't understand their rights or the process. There is a legal argument related to lack of proper legal assistance, and it's possible he thought this approach might help him down the line. But honestly, it's hard to tell whether this was a strategy or genuine misunderstanding. Share your thoughts. Do you think this was deliberate, or was he truly lost?
October.
Trying to understand.
Mr. Walker, your case is being set on October 10th at 2:30 in front of myself, and that will be done by Zoom. That's the felony preliminary hearing control docket, October 10th at 2:30.
Your Honor.
You got a $10,000 cash or surety bond on that case.
Yeah. I was wondering if I wouldn't be able to have access to certain legal things to be able to put my case up.
I believe they've got a law library there at the jail. I'm not sure what kind of access they provide to you, but you can consult with somebody there at the jail.
Okay.
All right, I'm now going to take up 22 CR 398. This is Judge Webster's case. Looks like he failed to appear in front of her on July 31st. She set a new bond for $6,000 cash or surety. You've already had a first appearance, so I'm going to set this in front of Judge Webster on October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That will be by Zoom, October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So again, your bond is $6,000 cash or surety. Anything else on this case, Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Your Honor, was the the time for court on October 10th for 22 CR 508, was that 2:30?
That's correct.
Just clarifying. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Walker, you are excused. Thank you.
One thing is certain, this approach isn't going to help him. Turning down legal counsel only made his situation worse. Even if someone strongly distrusts the court system, having an attorney or at least standby counsel can make a huge difference. No matter what someone believes, the legal system moves forward whether they cooperate or not. Ignoring the process or relying on scripted arguments doesn't stop the consequences. In this case, he rejected help and ended up more confused than before, unsure of even the most basic facts about his own case. It's honestly sad to watch. With even a small amount of guidance, he could have been in a much better position. Instead, he stood there questioning whether he was a defendant at all. Let me know what you thought about this hearing. Do you believe he was pretending not to understand? Or do you think he genuinely didn't know what was happening? Either way, this situation quickly unraveled for him. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.